Hi everyone, this is Emmy. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this summer tank top, and I'm going to give you 3 different versions for the sleeves, and I'm going to give you 2 versions for the skirt section. One, this version where it's just straight down, and another where this section of the skirt is gathered. So let's get started. And when I design a pattern for my YouTube channel, I always try to do a pattern that's going to have a lot of repetition, so it's less instructions for you to have to learn. With a foundation chain that wraps around the chest. Okay, I've gone ahead and worked my foundation chain. So if you have a 40-inch chest, your chain should be 40 inches. And it should wrap around the chest like that. And you'll need the chain to be in an even number. So now I'm just going to slip stitch to join. Being careful not to twist the chain. So I'm going to join my chain, and this is what it will look like. Chain 1. Single crochet in that same stitch. In the next stitch, I'm going to make a double crochet. In the next stitch, single crochet. And that is the pebble stitch, and that is an alternate of double crochet and single crochet. To make a double crochet, yarn around the hook, insert into the stitch, pick up the yarn and pull it through, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2. To make a single crochet, insert the hook, pick up the yarn, pull it through that stitch, pick up the yarn, pull it through both stitches on the hook. Now I'm going to work all the way around, alternating double crochet, single crochet. So go all the way around. Okay, I worked all the way around working the pebble stitch, and this is my last stitch, and I single crocheted here, so I'm going to double crochet here. And I should end with a double crochet because I started with a single, and if you don't, you can just squeeze the extra stitch in here. And now I'm just going to slip stitch to join in that first single crochet. So to do the pebble stitch, you work the alternate. If it was a single crochet in the previous row, you work a double, and if it was a double, you work a single. Now this was a single. I slip stitched into the single, so to start, I'm going to chain 2. And that will take the place of my first double crochet. And I'm going to single crochet in this stitch, which is a double crochet. And I'm going to double crochet in the next stitch because it's a single crochet. So I'm going to glue that across the row. This was a double, so I'm going to single crochet. And this was a single, so I'm going to double crochet. Single, double. Okay, I worked all the way around that row. Then I'm going to find that chain 2 because it takes the place of the first double crochet, and I'm going to slip stitch to join in the top of the chain 2. Now I'm on a double crochet, so to start the next row, I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to single crochet in that same stitch. Next stitch is a single, so I'm going to double crochet. The next stitch is a double, I'm going to single crochet. Double, single, double, and single. So I'm going to continue all the way around. Okay, I worked another row around, and that should fit around the chest. And because this is the foundation row, it's going to remain nice and tight, and it won't stretch out, and it'll have a good fit here at the top. Okay, to start the bottom skirting, I'm going to chain 2, and that takes the place of the first double crochet. Now I'm going to skip 2 stitches, and in the next stitch I'm going to make 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, double crochet in the next stitch. And there's the shell. So now just repeat that across the row. Skip 2 stitches in the next stitch, make 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, skip 2 stitches, double crochet in the next stitch. So there I have the 2 shells. Now when you get to the end of the row, you're just going to slip stitch to join in the top of that chain 2. So I'm going to work across the row, and then I'll come and show you how to do the next row. Okay, after you've worked across the row, you should end with a 5 double crochet shell, and if not, adjust the number of stitches that you skip in the last few shells so that you do, and then come to the first chain 2 and slip stitch to join. And so you'll end on that double crochet. To start the next row, chain 2. Now you're going to come to the center stitch of the first shell, and you're going to make 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you find your next double crochet, you make 1 double crochet in that stitch. And you can see that the shells line up with the shell, and the double crochet lines up with the double crochet. Okay. Find the center shell and make 5 double crochet. Double crochet in the next double crochet. At the end of the row, again, you will slip stitch to join in the second chain of that first chain 2. Then continue to make a double crochet, 5 double crochets in the center, a double crochet, 5 double crochet in the center. Okay, to have a more full skirt, again, you start out with chain 2. That takes the place of the first double crochet. Instead of skipping 2 stitches, I'm only going to skip 1. And then I'm going to make my 5 double crochet shell in that stitch. Okay, skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next. Skip 1 stitch, 5 double crochet in the next stitch. Skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next. And that will give you a fuller skirt. So you can just continue to work the pattern in the same way that I did before, and you'll have more room in the skirt. To find the center of your sweater, first lay it flat and mark the 2 sides, and then refold it so that those 2 markers are in the center, and then count an even number of stitches on each side like that. And then you can remove this one, and then mark the back as well so that they're directly behind on here. And then you're going to work your strap here and here. Okay, to make the first strap, I'm going to start in this stitch. I'm going to attach my yarn, lock it in place by taking 1 stitch with both the yarn end and the working yarn, and then I'm going to single crochet in as many stitches as I would like for the width of my strap, and I did 7 stitches in all. 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work, and I'm going to single crochet back across that row for the strap. Chain 1 and turn. When you're doing your chain 1 and turn, try to make that as a loose stitch so that it's easier to find when you get to the end of the row. Continue to work the strap until it's long enough to be able to wrap over to the back, and then you'll just match the strap to that marker, and you can either slip stitch to join it, or you can sew it on with a yarn needle. And the other option would be just to do a short strap on the front and on the back and join them at the shoulder. And then you'll attach your yarn here, and you'll do the same thing, working back and forth to make the same strap on the other side. And here is an alternative strap that you could make. You could put a chain on each side, bring it around the neck and tie it in the front, or you could tie it at the back of the neck. Or you could work some narrow straps. And then I crocheted a long chain and I passed it through the top row of stitches on the skirt. So there you go, there's an easy crochet tank top to make for summer to fit any size. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.